Welcome everybody to the Zoom showcasing Neo and how easy it's going to be for every single trader that purchases this indicator to make money in the market every single week trading this product. I kid you not, people. It's actually ridiculous. I know people talk a lot about things like this and you'll think, no, it's just stupid, it's a lie. But I can't make up results which other traders that have purchased Neo are doing as well themselves. You know what I mean? It's impossible. I can't fake other people's results. Do you understand what I mean? So yeah, with all of that being said, I want people to just understand if you'd like to purchase Neo, all you have to do is message me. It is 50 GBP a month. So you can get in for 1 month, try it out. If you like it, you're great. You can do a yearly purchase for 400 GBP. That's Great British pounds. And you can do a lifetime purchase at the moment for 600 GBP, which can be paid in two installments, one in the first month and the second one in the second month. Or you can pay it all together. I will put it there. There's only 23 more spaces left for lifetime access. And pretty much almost all the members that have purchased lifetime access have been able to make their money back within the first month of owning this product. That's how good it is. I didn't intend for that to happen for people. You know me, I'm very conservative how I like to trade, and especially when I'm trading other people's accounts and trying to teach people. I tell people take your time, but hey, if you're able to make your 600 GBP back in a week or 2 weeks, great. There's one trader that actually made it back in like 5 days. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the hell? But hey, it is what it is. Just like everybody to please try and control their language if they can in this Zoom call, because this is going on YouTube. Obviously, if a slip up happens, it happens. It's no problem. What are we saying here? Hi, boom, boom, boom. Huh. And then we're going to go through the trades that we're talking about this week. There's no point randomly going somewhere because we might as well talk about what's here right now and how it happened. And that's what we're going to do. It's not me just saying, hey, this is the indicator. I'm actually going to go through the trades this week and how you could easily have pinpointed these trades yourself. So hopefully you'll get an understanding of it because we're still currently in the week as well. That's the funny thing. So there might even be some trades that go over, which I did pick out. And it's like, yeah, this one could do something. So yeah, it'd be better for that. I can still randomly do one if we have time, but if not, maybe in another Zoom call. Just today I'm in a bit of a rush, that's why, but it's no problem. In another Zoom call, if there's time, you can just ask me that same question, mate. K2, you know? Boom, boom, boom. And if you're not there, I'll see, hopefully I can remember, just answer the question for you anyway. So yeah, I'm telling people like you need to get in this product. One, lifetime access is not going to be there forever. And even if I did keep a few more spaces, the price is 1000% going to go up because it's crazy. This is something I've been working on for like 5 years, people. And I've got proof to show that I keep saying it. It's not something I made in one day. So it's not like I'm like, hey, look at this and just buy this indicator. No, it's something I took my time with to put together rather than just giving people a product, you understand, that doesn't work. I knew it would work. This is why I made the M&W indicator the way it is as well, because I was like, it's something I was aware of, but it's like hard. I couldn't get a visual representation of it until, you know, God works in mysterious ways. Don't ask me how I got the brainwave. It just came to me and I just did it. Yeah. All right, cool. So what I like to say nowadays is this indicator is very oily. It's very Johnson's baby oil. It's very oily. Yeah. Okay. So let's start with AED CAD. So what I would tell every single person to do is, yes, it's better for you to get a higher package of TradingView. The reason is that as much as I wanted to make this indicator a multi-time frame indicator, like down here, which I'm probably going to change this to a singular time frame indicator. I was explaining to the VIPs. The problem is TradingView can struggle to fetch data from higher time frames or from lower time frames. So it makes it difficult if you're looking at one time frame for it to always be correct on that time frame for all the time frames you have set to the indicator. And it's probably why you don't see a lot of indicators using, you know, the bigger people in the market, like maybe the Lux algos and that make smart money concepts and stuff. You don't see them always using multi-time frame indicators because depending on what you're doing, it can make it very difficult and quite buggy to work. There'll be a lot of bugs. So what I've done is I've managed to split my screen into segments. So if I go here, and obviously I've got the highest package, so I can go to any split screens I want. Obviously, the bigger screen real estate you have, the better it is for you because you can get really fancy with this. But I just use this template here where I've got four I've got three screens on the right, and then one obviously big screen to do my analysis in front of me. And and what I've done here on the indicator, if you just click over to the indicator, you can go to style and you can get rid of the labels and the lines. Yeah, and then you've just got the table left. So in every other chart here or every other window, you just leave the table. On your main one, obviously keep this. Yeah, we don't need this indicator at the bottom at the moment. So again, this is the NEO indicator, pattern detection indicator. It's the M&W finder. And as we know, the market moves in M's and W's. If you're not aware, it's something you should get to know. It's basically what the Elliott's wave is doing. That's why if anyone that's been with me long enough knows that I went through the process of the wave strategy I used to have from 2022. This is all part of it. So it's about honing my skills and becoming the best swordsman in the market for this strategy. That's basically what it is. So yeah, what we're going to start off with today is to show you the layout of it. So what I have is I have a monthly time frame down here. I have a weekly time frame here. I have a daily time frame here, and obviously I've got a daily here in front of me because I like to have a daily view. But it really truly, I can go to the 4-hour chart here if I want to. But I prefer to stay on the daily because I'm never going to trade a trade for a 4-hour entry if the daily doesn't look correct. So I want to see the daily first, and then I can simply just go down to the 4-hour on my main chart. Do you understand? So I always just keep it on the daily. That's the first one. If the daily's not in line, I'm not touching the 4-hour. I just don't care. And this is how I'm trying to show you how all these trades would have made some type of money in some type of way. All right, cool. So first and foremost, people are going to be like, oh, but John, this is a lot, or whatever it might be. When you, let me just go in here. Give me a second, people. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, let me share my screen here. Telegram. So when you do join the NEO setup, you're basically going to get into this VIP chat here. You're going to get into the signal trades as well here. So this is me showing the silver trade I gave out, NZD CAD trade I gave out, and there was a GBP CAD trade I gave out as well. I just didn't post the profits for that one that I took, but here's the GBP old one as well. Yeah, so this is the signal chat. As I promised everyone, I said I'm going to start giving out signals next week because it's showing crazy data NEO at the moment. Yeah, so you also get a signal chat. Obviously, these type of Zoom calls are going to be certain times just for the VIPs, not for every single person as well. So you're going to get those at the same time. So if you can't find trades, I'm going to help you find trades and tell you where they are, because this is where I can read what I'm going to show you now, and it works, and I can give you trades basically. So that's how that goes as well for anybody that's interested. So it's not just you left on your own in the community. Oh, sorry, this is what I was going to do. My bad. My bad. Let's go back here quickly. Boom. Let's go to the NEO VIP. All right, cool. So this is what I call the M&W variations. So there's different types of grades of trades, so you can understand how to read what I'm about to show you on TraderView. So whenever the said timeframes are saying any one of these abbreviations, which is M2, W2, M1, W1 as well, or high or low, you know which pattern and which way, yeah, to take basically what's going to be the outcome of the trade, sort of thing. That's how it works. So you can see there's an A grade trade, which is obviously the best trade because the M2 and the W2 is always the strongest buys or sells when they do appear. So if you get one on the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the 4-hour, that's when you start to see the market doing those parabolic moves where you would just look at a pair and then by the end of the week, the pair's done like 500 pips. And you're like, whoa, in one direction. It's more than likely a lot of the time because it's linked up. But this only tends to happen, this proper link up I've seen, like clean link up happens like once every quarter. So these are big moves. And then obviously you've got your B grade trades that happen more frequently, and then your C grade trades that pretty much happen every single week. This one here, so between C grade and D grade, they happen every single week, and this is a lot of the pairs we'll be going through today. That's how you're going to be able to make money every single week. There's actually one trader that's been able to turn $250 into $4,000, and he's only had NEO for 3 weeks. Do you understand the TradingView? And there's other traders that have done craziness as well. So just to let you guys and girls know that, you know, you don't need to be scared when it comes to this investment. I just keep trying to tell people, does the high mean here this bar stops making a new high and the low means here? Yeah, it's a high and a low. So if it's made a high and a low, price will stop there and it will reverse, isn't it? Do Do you understand? And the logic of it, the understanding is price action shouldn't go any lower than that or any higher than that. If it does, but it shouldn't. So that's how you can get a trade and put your stop loss somewhere. Do you know what I mean? But that is the understanding of it. It shouldn't, because it's a high that's been formed. Do you understand? So until obviously the trade that you've traded has finished, you know, whether it's 10 pips, 20 pips, 30 pips, or 100 pips, it shouldn't break that high, that low. Do you understand? So just to make it easier as well for every single person, let's go back over here. So remember, you're going to get that variation. It's pinned in the group, so you've got it for yourself anyway. Once you join, you can make a little sheet for yourself. Just to make it clear for everyone, I had to say this to a VIP member. M1, M2, and high, let's not look at it like Forex language. Let's look at it as normal English to make more sense for you. M1, M2, or high, it's always going to be a high. Do you understand? And what are we always taught? Always sell high and always buy low. So W1, W2, and low is always a low. Do you understand? Put that in your mind. It's always. So those three labels, the three top labels and the three bottom labels, are always highs and lows. Don't worry about the fancy name for it, M1 or M2. It's always just a high has been formed or a low has been formed. Simple. Hopefully that's clear for everyone. Is that clear for everyone? Let's just get a Y in the chat, please. Let's get a Y in the chat. Come people, I've got to go through this quick. I've only got about 15 to 20 more minutes. So let's just get a Y in the chat just to make it quick and simple. And that way it's not too much information. It's not information overload for everyone in here. Yep. Cool. So obviously now let's go into Forex language, because we like to make little cool sayings for ourselves, you know, cool abbreviations. That's why an M1 is always the first part of an M being formed. An M2 is always the second part, so the last leg. And the low in the M is always the middle part of the M. And it's vice versa for buys. So a W1 will always be the first part of a W. The high will always be the middle part of the W. And the W2, as you can see here, look what happened. Boom, you see? The trade did a big move, yeah? Cool. So when we come over to AUD CAD, let's pay attention to these tables here that we have. This one is obviously the same at the moment, but let's pay attention to these tables. Notice how the variation we've got here is a sell trade variation, and this is coming up as a C or D grade trade. So the lower the grade, the smaller the trade can basically be for yourself. So you're not gonna, let's to make it easy for you, the win rate, let's say, goes down, even though it doesn't necessarily mean that, but it gives you more preparation to know what to risk in a trade. Obviously, if you have a D grade trade, you're not going to risk your whole account on it. Even though you can, it could be a good trade, but you know, if you're being a professional trader, you're not going to do that because it's a D grade trade. Do you understand? You'll risk less. You can't add grades to the indicator. Someone else has asked me, because I keep explaining the same thing. If you add grades to the indicator, you need the indicator to read multi-time frames. And what happens when you make the indicator read multi-time frames? You get a lot of bugs. Do you understand? So if it says an A grade trade on the daily chart, you'll go to the 4-hour chart and it'll say it's a B grade trade. Do you understand? So I can do that for you, but then you're just going to come back to me and say, it's not working, John, it's not working. Do you understand? I'm like, mate, I can't, it's just too long. It's not necessary if you can just, you know, split your screen. You can see it pretty much here. And it's not really hard once you understand the logic again. Everything that's M or high is a sell. Everything that is W or low is a buy. It's just that simple. Once you stick that in your brain, you always just know what's what, you know? All right, cool. It's definitely worth upgrading. Even before Neo, it's worth upgrading to the highest package trading view. I keep trying to say the same thing. Like, you'll see a lot of repetition from what I say. Come on, we're trying to make millions, let's just say, from the market, or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why are we not going to pay $70 for our office, basically? The trading view, for us to analyze how to make this £1,000 a week, £2,000, $70 a month. Why are you not going to pay it? If you have to work an extra shift at work to do that, then do it, because you're trying to make $1,000 a week from this thing. Look at the risk to reward of what you're purchasing. Do you get it? Like, come on, we have to be realistic with ourselves. And I say it in the nicest way possible. There is no reason for you to not do that, because you want so much from this. You need to be willing to invest X amount into it. And I know you're an investor, Tim. So again, I'm not saying this to you. I personally know you're a serious investor. Do you get it? but it's for anybody else listening to that. It's a psychology thing, you see. I'm trying to switch people's psychology. All right, cool. So anyway, now pay attention to here. So we can see a high was formed here in the daily time frame. If we don't go through all the pairs, yeah, because maybe I've got to go, okay, at that time. Sorry. Then you would get it from what I've said from the beginning of the Zoom to now. So when you go into the daily time frame here, you can see straight away that we had a high formed here. I'm going to put this cursor on the other side of the daily candle because now what we're going to do is go down to the 4-hour chart and look for our M2 entry. So let's just put this back here. And this is a thing you want to do as well. If you want to back test, so I can teach you guys, it goes this little arrow here, go to replay mode. By replay mode, click on all charts. So now when you replay, all of these will move at the same time. It took me ages to figure that out. Go to all charts. So now you can actually fully backtest the whole setup together, the whole template. So now, yeah, we can see straight away, where did your M2 come in? Your M2 came in here, boom, bada bing, bada boom, right there. So if you entered on the closure of this M2 candle here, because you should only be entering, how the grades are given out, it only says enter on an M2 H4 candle or W2 H4 candle closure. But there's another grade I'm going to add to this later on. Once I go out and come back, I'll add another grade. So there'll be a lower grade as well to do with M1s and W1s on the 4-hour. But look here, if you put your stop loss above here, you had a 15 pip stop loss and you had a 80 pip trade, people, right there on AED CAD. Just to show you as well, when you go in here, okay, let's play the tool on replay so we can pay attention to these charts. Yeah, so right now we're on M1 on the 4-hour, W on the daily, sorry, we're on W on the 4-hour, W on the daily, W on the weekly, and on the monthly as well, we're on the M. So we're only on a sell on the monthly time frame right now. So you don't have to do nothing. You sit on your hands, people. This is how beautiful this is. You sit on your hands. Do you understand? Nope, it's not ready. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. It's getting ready. It's getting ready. Now, by the time the M2, sorry, appeared and the candle closed, what do we see now? 4-hour sell, daily sell, weekly sell, monthly sell. We enter the trade. Simple as day, you know? You see? It's not just me showing you a fancy way of, yeah, when it pushes this type of way, no, it's literally ABC, people, for you. It's ABC, you get what I mean? It's so ridiculous. And again, I always tell people, just put your stop loss at the previous day's lows or previous week's lows or highs or previous month's lows or highs. Just keep it simple like that. You'll be fine. But again, Neo is pinpointing where the last highs and lows were as well. So a simple take profit level of a 3R is obviously where this W2 was, or anything lower than your entry. So the take profit 3 could be here basically, and let's say take profit 1 would be these lows here if they haven't already been reached. Yeah. We fast forward it, boom. There you go. Take profit here. You see? Done. And that is because of what happened. Everything lined up when this trade was ready to go for your entry on the 4-hour chart. Everything lined up. You had no issues. It's that simple. This is why I say you don't need to randomly pick an area, because that random picking is not going to make it any different from what you see in front of you, what I just showed you here. Do you understand? It's going to be the same thing. I kid you not. If you go to any trade that's done a big buy or a big sell anywhere in history, one of the variations that I've given you in the VIP group will match up. It will do the trade. Whether or not the trade wins or not, because it could have hit your stop loss before it went off. Do you understand? It doesn't do that every time. Personally, again, I don't trade with stop losses, and there's some pairs that can show you that, because they could just literally have gone up here and then done the move. It's still pretty much 9 out of 10 times does the move. I'm going to just go to the chat quickly. You see. And this is a C grade trade. This is a C grade trade. All time frames must match. Sometimes you can get in before the daily has matched, but it's on the high or low it's about to create that will match. That's when you can get in before sometimes. But we see the same thing for the next trade. So let's go here. So AED USD, yeah? Hold on 1 second, people. Sorry about that. Important phone call, people. So as I was saying, so it's the same thing here. We go to AED USD, we go to the daily time frame. Remember what I said, I'm not touching anything if the daily is not in check first. I go to the daily, I can see on Friday it created its high. So let's go to the Monday. If I do this, this will be the end of the Friday. That's why I put the vertical line the day after, where whatever I needed has formed. We go to the 4-hour chart. When we go here, now we go back here on the replay tool and look at the tables. So we can see this at the moment, but let's press the first candle. So we can see we've got a W on the monthly, a W here. So we're in a buy, but we need sells. This is one of the reasons why I didn't trade this pair, give this out as a signal, but as time went on, it got into line. So boom. So you can see here when this M2 came in, we're still bullish on the monthly at the moment because the candle isn't ready yet. So you wouldn't have got this entry here, that's fine. So you would have left that. But now you can see the monthly start to go bearish, yeah? Trade, we wait for the next one. Yeah, you could even see from here. So this one is the M1 candle, but this is part of the next grade of the trade. This will be a grade EDE. This will be grade E, but we won't talk about that yet because let's just get to the point of what we have there and how we still make money this week. Boom. So you've got your M2 candle that's about to close. Let's just wait. Boom, right here. So your M2 candle closed here. You had about a 10 pip stop loss. Yeah. Let's put a 10 pip stop loss. Let's see how far it goes. Boom. Yeah. But pay attention. You see how the charts are still there? The only thing that's changed is daily at the moment. But remember, we were in this trade now. So from us being in this trade here, hold on a second. So this one here, fairest day. I'll show you. Boom. You'd have entered here. And if you want to be a stop loss trader, completely up to you. Your stop loss would have been above this high. You would have got stopped out on this trade. So that one there was a loser for you. Yeah. Let's close this. Give me a second. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this one here would have been a loser for you at this point here. Absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If you entered on the M1 candle and your stop loss was above the M1, if it's an E grade trade, you'd have been fine in this one. But that's okay. We move on. So that one was a loser. We move on. Yeah. So you would have lost 10 pips on that trade. All right, cool. We go to Bitcoin. We go to the daily chart again. We go here. So we can see, obviously, we're in a buy pattern here on the daily. We haven't created a pullback just yet. We created one here. So let's move on to the next part of this. Hold on a second. Hello there, Martin Freeman. Labels only form on candle. No, labels won't only form on candle closure. They will appear because if a candle starts turning bullish or bearish and the next label is about to form, that's why the label will keep appearing or disappearing because the candle has to be read as either bullish or bearish. So as it's moving, the label will start appearing. It's even good because when you're on a higher time frame, it can give you an early indication by it doing that. And then you can go to the lower time frame. Yeah, I said to everyone, I told everyone to buy Bitcoin for when it was like 20K. I told everyone. I said it. It's all in the Telegram. All this in the Telegram, not me just chatting. I don't even trade it like that, but I did a big analysis on it and I told everyone, buy Bitcoin, it's going to go to 100K. Look where it is. Everybody thought I was crazy when I said this in like 20, when was it? It was like 2021, I think it was 2022. I was telling people. And the reason why I told them, just to do this quickly, I said to them, look, I said liquidity. I said the reason why I know it's going to go there is because they're not going to leave this wick here on the yearly time frame. Simple as that. Now look, and look at this, people. If I'm lying, I'm flying. What do you see here on the yearly time frame? W1. Buy. Look, Neo told you to buy from a yearly perspective, people, from the yearly time frame. Just want you to pay attention to that. Yeah, we're just doing it lower. All right, let's go back down to the daily quickly because I ain't got that long left. All right, let's go to the 4-hour chart. Boom. So let's just make sure we're in the right. So make sure we're in the right one. Okay, so the market opened here. Boom. Obviously, this was let's even just put it from here. This is where the market open was. We go to the 4-hour chart. And then we can see where the 4-hour did come in now, but just to show you that the indicator moves with you. So I'm not just cherry picking because that's what people always be scared of. That's why I probably asked, can we pick a random point and backtest from there? It works, people. And even that's what I said, like, come on, just pay the £50, get it yourself and use the whole month to backtest. Because I know anybody in here, the £50 is not going to break your back. You're going to be able to survive the next month if you just pay £50 to back test, not even make money from the L. You can do it yourself. It's proven. I'm telling you. Every day, members are telling me, John, this is crazy what you've created here. But look here, boom. You go here. You wait for the W2. Obviously, the W2 came in there. Let's go back here. Sorry. Let's go back. My bad. I'll go back to show you what the dashboards were saying. All right, cool. Look, W1 on the monthly low, yeah. On the weekly, what's this? On the daily, we had a W2, and on the 4-hour, we have a W2. You've got in here for your trade. Oops. You've got in here for your trade. Right there, and then obviously we know Bitcoin kept buying more. You see? Boom. I can't make this up, people. I can't make this up. Do you see how easy it is? Though, can people in here right now see how easy this is right now? Like literally. You stay on your daily, you make sure by the time your daily is ready, you go to your 4-hour, and then when your 4-hour entry is ready, just have another look if all of these are ready as well still, just like I just shown you right there. You enter the trade. Again, you're not going to win every trade, but way more trades are winning than they're losing. And the thing is, it's not even that you're going to lose your trade because it was just crap. You only end up losing most of your trades if they do lose because they went for one last liquidity wick and then they went. Again, why I don't use stop loss. I'd rather lower my risk and not use a stop loss so I can see my profit, my negative floating. You know, Tim is aware of how I do it because he's been with me a while now. And then I'd rather see my negative floating and then let it play out from there. How do you then set up watch list for quick analysis? So your quick analysis you have to do because during the week, what will happen is the weekly can change because the weekly candle, this is one thing that can happen. Remember, obviously your weeklies can be going exactly what you said with the labels. Let's just say the weekly opened here. As price action is going through the weekly, this will start changing to whatever it's supposed to be. So it'll be changing to the next one or staying as the previous one. You see? So that's the only thing. What I suggest people to do to make it easier for themselves is just have a quick 4-hour check. Every 4 hours, because you know that's when your entry is coming in, have a look at the market. It's simple. If you know your pair, this is why you have to get it because you're in a better position. Let's say you're waiting for a W2 and you know you're only on this part of the low down here. You do not have to check this pair well, you can check it every 4 hours, but realistically, even if every 4-hour candle made the next move, yeah, and let's just say you was on this low, you know you're not looking for your entry into the M2 has been printed, until the W1 has been printed, until the high has been printed, and then the W2. So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 4-hour candles, which is 16 hours. You're not in a rush here, people. Do you get my point? You're still able to make weekly money, pretty much trade as a scalper day trader with 3 to 5 trades a week. You understand? And all you have to do is just wait right now. Obviously, I'll find ways to make it better and better, but it's not that hard for you to do that. Do you understand? The only time it's going to get a bit more jumpy for you is if you knew you was on the high just before the W2. Then you might have to, you're not then you have to definitely be checking it every 4 hours. Do you understand the pair that you're waiting for? But it's 4 hours, man. It's not like it's 10 minutes, you know what I mean? And that's why I prefer to do it this way to make scalp day trade or swing trade money than the other way. Do you understand? Yeah. It's like the fifth, yeah. It's like the fifth Elliott wave, yeah. Whichever way you want to call it, it's all the same. What I'm showing you here is something that other people have been trading anyway. Harmonics probably do this. All the blocks do it. Everyone's got their method, but really and truly, everyone's just looking at what's the easiest method in order for them to trade this way. And I can't. This is like literally being at a traffic light. It goes red, amber, and green. And Neo is showing you it's green. Every day we walk across the street and walk across traffic lights. If you can turn trading that simple as crossing a street, I don't know what else I can do. The only other thing is to make it automated, which eventually, obviously, it will be. But do you get my point, people? It's that simple. Before I go, I think it's better for me to ask if anyone has any questions because I'm sure from what I'm showing you here, it's pretty clear. I don't even need to go through like 20 different pairs. There were way more pairs as well. But I'll just go as you're going to ask the questions, I'll just go through the pairs like this for you so you can see. So you can see CAD JPY gave, let's close this. So if you've got questions, please just put them there. You can see CAD JPY gave us a 5R doing those same confluences I said, following all the timeframes being in sync. Yeah. The US dollar index also gave us a trade setup from here as well, going up. US dollar index. This works on everything, people, as well. It works on stocks as well. Yeah, Euro Ord is starting to do the move now. So Euro Ord might be buying because here's your W2 entry. So you're pretty much still near the entry now. Euro Ord, now if we go to a daily time frame, is on a W2. But we can see the monthly saying M2. So this is why it's like, no, don't touch Euro Ord actually. Sorry, my bad. You don't touch Euro Ord because look, the monthly is not in sync. So you leave it, done. So you see how quickly I was able to say, nope, leave that, move on. All right, cool. Let's see here. True, so daily 4 hour. Yeah, daily 4 hour. Just keep it simple. This is why it's called EZ Forex. It's easy Forex, man. Keep it simple. Yes, this will be recorded and it'll be uploaded, but it will be uploaded tomorrow. I'm still waiting for my internet provider, my new office space. Sometimes they take time. I just moved in here like 3-4 days ago, so I'm still waiting for the internet provider. Once the internet provider comes, I'll be able to upload these quicker from here, but this one will be uploaded tomorrow. So look, the same thing. So we move on to the next pair, EuroCAD. You had a high here on the daily. You can see, look at the trend on all 4 of these. And it was there as well at some point for you to catch a trade in here. Scalp trade, day trade, or swing trade. I believe this was a scalp trade. If you're using the D grade trade, if you use the E grade, which is the newer one, you would have been able to get in, I believe, here, which would have gave you a better day trade. So E grade is basically going to have M1 and W1 on the 4-hour chart for your entry. That's what E grade is. So it's going to be the 5th grade of trades as well. So it's up to the trader. Like I said, those are the more sketchy ones because obviously it could do one more pullback before now doing the M2. Do you get what I'm saying? It could do a MAC, remember it's going to create a low, and that low could create a buy that pulls back up here, and then it does the M2. So those trades you might get stopped out more on. It all depends over time. It's all part of data testing, but the trades do exist. All right, cool. So let's just keep it for D grade for now, but I will put E grade in there for people, and I'll put a warning message there as well, just so they know. So again, look, Euro JPY, this one started to buy a bit from here, but I believe this was a stop out trade. As you can see, this one wicked down, but it did buy from there. It's the same setup. Euro New Zealand, this one here did do a sell. It gave you like a 1.5R. It was a very small sell, but it did give you the sell trade setup. If you've got questions, please have them ready. Euro USD is melted crazy, and this one gave you a you see the M1 on the daily there, obviously high, M2, so it's all a sell. We go to the 4-hour chart. You have your M2 entry here, boom. So you only had a 17 pip, 18 pip stop loss, never got stopped out. And then obviously if we take it back to the daily chart, you can see this was a 5R trade. Same thing, people, same thing. Do you understand? Remember, look how many winners I'm showing you here. So even if you had 1 or 2 losers, you have way more winners. It was the same thing last week. I've shown you all. Same thing the week before that. We've had this version of Neo for like almost a month now, for like 3 weeks. Same thing every single week. GBP Ord, this was one of the winners as well. We caught this sell candle that went down here. So this gave us like this was a signal trade that I showed you. Boom. So this gave us a 1 to 3. So that's a 1.3R trade. If you've got questions, please get ready to ask them because I don't have that much longer. Please, 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 if you've got questions, ask them. Don't be shy. If you want to get this product, message me. And by the time I get back, I will be able to sign you up and all that stuff. It's no problem. If you make payments, no problem. All right, look here, 76 pip stop loss again on GBP CAD. I showed this trade from the Zoom call before when this trade had hardly moved. I even showed people how to get the 1-minute entry from this trade, but it's all in that Zoom call. You can go back and watch it. The previous one that's on YouTube right now, the last video. You can see here, boom, this was the trade later on by the Tuesday. This gave us a 2.6R for a 200 pip trade, people. Remember, I'm just flying through them. Like I'm only picking some of them through the weekend, still giving us. We had a 4 for 4 this week so far. Do you understand? Boom. And this is nothing I haven't done before. It's from when I had the 100% win rate for like, what was it? It was like 90 days or something like that. It's pretty much, there's only one trade that closed early, but it was literally 100% win rate. It's the same methodology, but now it's even better because I took my time out when I took my losses, which I showed in the Telegram group for transparency reasons. I'm like, yes, I was on a run and then there was an issue. I figured out what the issue could be, and now you have Neo on TradingView, do you understand? So GBP JPY is about to possibly do the move, but the M2 is already starting to form now, so it's pretty much probably dead in the water. I won't even look at this, yeah. On the daily, it's not ready, yeah. GBP USD did the same thing as well to give you some type of trade set up. But you can see this would have been an E grade trade from here to give you an entry. But even if you went in from here, sorry, yeah, if you went in from here, the closure here, you would have got stopped out. Again, why I don't use my stop loss, but look, boom, you'd have got stopped out before it did give you a scalp trade. So it did give you something. You only had like a what? Like a 10 pip stop loss for like a 30, 40 pip move. Let's say at least a 30 pip move, you see? But simple, you didn't have to do nothing but wait for it to appear, take the trade. That's how easy it is. You could have made 30 pips in the market. Just sitting on your hands, talking to your wife, saying, yeah, babe, we're just waiting for the M2. Talk to your husband, say, yeah, baby, we're just waiting for the M2 and the W2 to appear. Talking to your kids, telling them, yeah, just watch that TV show quickly. The M2 is about to appear. You understand? You can do all that stuff, guys and girls. Let's go back to the daily. Boom. All right, cool. So you even have DAX that looks like it's starting to gear up now for a trade setup. So it's literally starting. So from next week, we might be looking at sells on the DAX. It just depends. But so it's looking like it now because we can see here on the monthly, just to show you, we've got an M2 on the monthly. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. On the weekly, we're still in an M2 at the moment. Yeah. On the daily, boom, it's just created another M2. And then what happened when it created this other M2 on the daily now? Yeah, boom. We go down to the lower time frame on the 4 hour. Where is it? Was it yesterday? Yeah. And then here from the M1 entry, you can see there was an M1 scalp. Remember, this is the index. So there was a sell trade set up for you. So, did you see what I did there? Monthly, weekly, daily. You didn't need to do anything, and you would have just been able to catch this sell trade here. And now it looks like it's gearing up here because it's M2. So this one could even go lower by tomorrow or with news. Let's see. You understand? So we'll revisit to see what the DAX did. If your stop loss was either above here or here. The stop loss would either be here. Let's put our max stop loss above here. And let's see what the DAX does if you entered from there for the sell. Let's just see. Setup is ready. Yeah, it's literally ready. This is one that's literally ready. That's why I marked it out to show you in the Zoom. Literally ready. And NZD CAD, boom. You can see this is another trade that we took as a signal. It was the same thing if you go to the daily. But this one, let me show you this last one before I go because I think it's very important. So these are ones I only take on the prop accounts because I'm trading capital that I'm managing and I have to be more safe. And I am negative before I had Neo. But like I said, that period happened where I had all my winners and then I took the losses, then created Neo. And now I'm seeing the winning streak coming back because there's more clarity of the display. But again, I was very transparent with all of this stuff. So I can't lie to people when I'm taking losses sometimes and all this stuff. I can't do any of that. It's not possible because again, I manage people's accounts and I don't manage them crazy. Like, yes, I'm making 5R every single week and stuff like that. First, it's just too much stress to do that with people's capital. You can imagine. And secondly, I'm trying to show people about actual proper trading consistency. You're going to go up, you're going to go down. That's how the game goes. Do you understand? But same way, the reason why I only take these ones is because when the setup appears, the grade of trade, we also have this indicator on Neo as well here, which gives us extra confluence. So when it comes to the E grade trades, the new ones, I might tell you don't enter unless all of this is bullish or pretty much all of this is bearish. Do you get it? But this was all pretty much bearish when the entry came in for the signal that I gave. And that's telling me from a monthly time frame, from structure, the EMA, and the pattern, monthly, all the way down to the 4 hour, enter this trade. And when we did, then we ended up getting trade set up from here. So we entered like here, boom. And we got this pushback. And then there was even another entry for another sell. And I still think it's going to sell some more as well, by the way, guys and girls. I just got out because I'm trying to grow my account more. My account's back up to any loss I took. And I was on a 3% loss. And now I'm back down to like a 1.9 in 30 days. Do you understand? So yeah, you just keep going. It's consistency. Do you understand? So yeah, anybody got any other questions as well? I definitely got the Zoom short soon. Any other questions? Any other questions before I go? It's a very simple process, people. Very, very simple. You just literally stay on your daily chart, have all your other time frames. Kind of be over there on the right, and you can see, look here, NZD USD. This was a scalp trade set up from here. Boom, stop loss would have been above there, leave so, and then now you've been in this trade for this sell. There's so many pairs. It's going to do every week. If you think I'm lying, I'm going to be doing this one, doing more YouTube videos now. Remember, I stopped making YouTube videos for a reason. So I was trying to perfect the craft. You will see every single week There will be these types of trades. Remember what I'm telling you, every single week. Like you need to get on board with it. You understand? Where are we? That's no problem. Like I said, it's another one. Please look at EN. EN. You're in New Zealand, it's a no-go for now. What are you trying to do? Buy it or sell it? It's a no-go for now. For sales anyway. He already did the little scalp sell. It's not, it's a no-go for now because look, see, here was the scalp sell here and it lined up, look, monthly, bearish, monthly sell basically is telling you weekly sell, daily is now going back into a buy. So boom. But because this is not in a buy as well, I wouldn't be buying it, even if you do see it reversing. No, there's no need. There's no need to have FOMO or fear of missing out because there's too many pairs. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's too many trades. You just have to literally press the down button on your keyboard and you'll find trades. You understand? You'll find at least 2 to 3 trades a week. At least you'll find it. Any other questions? Any other questions? All right. If we don't have any other questions, I'm going to leave it there. I can still do another Zoom call tomorrow or anything like that. I'm going to be doing more and more. Even by the end of the week, I'm more than likely to do another Zoom call so we can see any of the pairs that we didn't cover. We stopped on, I believe we stopped on NZD USD. So if anyone's in that Zoom call, please remind remind me at the time, sorry. If there isn't much movement after that, because CPI is already here. I don't know if FMOC was the day or tomorrow. I've got to double check that. Let's check anyway. FMOC. Let's see what the GBPs do with NEO and all this news as well on Friday. That's FMOC. Was it yesterday? Fed Powell speaking tomorrow. And PPI. There's no FMOC though. Yeah, weird. All right, cool. So we'll see what the market does again tomorrow. Like I said, this might hopefully Fed Powell makes gold so and all of this news. We start to get gold and silver do the actual drop we're looking at. And that would be a trade that I gave out to everyone. Do you understand? Yeah. But guys and girls, like I said, I'm going to leave it there so it's a quicker Zoom for everyone so people can watch it on YouTube and not think, oh my God, it's 1 hour and a half. Yeah, but it's very simple to use this method. This is how you will be able to make 250 or 500 into $1,000 or $2,000 in a week. I kid you not. Once you get better at it, you'll be able to do it. It's no problem. Every single time I've managed to catch any one of these trades, I've been successful with them. Let's say I lost one, but win 2. I've managed to make my account grow 200-300% of whatever level it is. That's a live account. Do you understand? So you'll be able to do exactly the same as well. Is what I'm trying to tell you. You'll be able to do at least 100% growth. And if you're doing 100% growth, then, you know, the sky's the limit, really. Because after 12 weeks, I believe, even if you start like $100, and after 12 weeks, you'll be on something like $250,000. After like 10 to 12 weeks, probably more. So, you know, I'm telling you, you can be doing 2 to 3x, 300%, let alone, do you understand? So yeah, that's it, people. It's a very good way. So that's what the title of this video will be, like that. To make money every single week from Forex. I might have to put it every day because, you know, people's eyes, they need to see this. This isn't a scam. I'm not scamming no one. Get yourself and see what happens. You know? No worries, my friend. No worries, my friend. I'm telling you, like, there's people in the group. Once you join the group, you'll see. Once you get the hang of what I just said to you in the Zoom call, which won't take you long if you actually sit down and back test what I said there, get the variation list, go and look on any pair when it was a good buy or sell. When it gave you the W2 or the M2 entry, was it a good trade? Like I said, I'm going to add one more list in there, so there'll be the M1 or the M2, and then you can just play between which ones were giving the best results, the W2 or the M1, M2, the M1, M2, or the W1, W2 for buyers and sellers, obviously, which one gave you the best entry? If they're both as good as each other, then you can just start from the 4-hour entry when the M1 or W1 appears and just take it and see how it goes. But again, it's all part of the data testing, but I've seen it's good enough from if you wait on the 4-hour for the M2 or the W2, you pretty much got a very solid trade if ever a time frame matches up. You'll get at least a 25 to 50 to 100 pip trade, depending on what grade of trade you're trading. Okay, so I'll leave it there, guys and girls. Like I said, pass this on. Don't hoard this information from people. Let everybody join up, make some money for 2025. Let's change their lives. Yeah. All right, cool. I'm gonna leave it there, guys and girls. I'm out. Easy.